वालेकुम सलाम। तो कैसे हो?
हेलो सर, अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
वालेकुम सलाम। आवाज़ आ रही था?
जी सर।
ओके। ओके। लिंक मेरे ख्याल से आपके पास पहले ही है बोर्ड का।
जी।
ओके।
आ, हेलो सर।
यस।
मैं आपको 1 मिनट में ज्वाइन करता हूँ, मुझे एक काम है।
ओके। ओके। कोई इशू।
ओके। हेलो सर।
Yes. Okay. Today we will discuss about the four rules. I think you already know about this one. You know about the board mass. Uh, I think you
यस।
discuss with me also. So firstly, we
यस।
have a long multiplication. This one is known as a long multiplication, or you can also say that this one is a column multiplication. Okay. Here we are doing means not mental math here. We are doing long
कैलकुलेटिंग इट आउट और
multiplication. Yes.
वर्किंग इट आउट।
So this one is a grade 5 question. Okay, you may say that. So firstly, you just have to take 7 and then multiply it with each number of first
यस।
with each digit of first number. Like 7 will be multiplied with 4, 8, and 1. So then you have to write its answer here. 7 times 4 become 28. So 2 will be carry, and then 8 times 7 become 56. 56 and 2 become 58. So 8 will be here and 5 will be carry. And after that,
Mm,
you just have to multiply 7 with 1. That will be 7 times 1 gives you 7. 7 plus 5 become 12. So this one is the answer. After that, you just have to multiply 3. You just have to put 0 here. Means here we have to multiply 30 with these numbers. So that's why you just have to put 0 here and then multiply each number with 3. So 3 times 4 becomes 12, 2, 1 carry, 1 carry. So 8 times 3 become 24, 24 and 1, 25. So 5 will be here and 2 will be carry. 3, 1 time 3, 3 and 2, 5. So 5 will be here. After that, you just have to add them. That's very simple, basic. You did in grade 5 for like this. Okay, after that we
yes.
have a short division. You did long division in your previous grades, but you also did the short division means here we are not writing all the terms completely, we just calculating in our mind also. Like here we have a 453 divided by 6, we have to divide them. So firstly, you just take 4, but 4 cannot be divisible by 6 because 4 is smaller than 6. So you have to combine the next digit also with it. That will make 45, right? Ah,
Yes.
you getting it? So 45,
Yes.
no, you have to count the table of 6 up to 45. It means that for 6, 7 time 42. So if we take 8, 6 times 8, that will be 48. It means that we are crossing 45. We don't have to cross 45 and we have to find the nearest number and less than or equal to 45. Okay. So 6, 7 time become 42. That is the nearest number in the multiples of 6. That is 42. That comes at 7. 6 times 7 become 42. So 42, when we subtract 42, what's the remaining here? 3. They just write reminder here, 3. So you just have to
Yes.
think this one is a 33. This one is a
Yes.
32. No, you just
33.
have, yes, no, you have to count the table of 6 again up to 33. So it means that 6 times 5 gives you 30, right? Gives you
Yes.
36. 5 times
30.
30. So what's the remaining again? 3. So 3 will
3.
be written here with the next digit. That makes 30.
After decimal, which gives you a 0, so it becomes
Yes,
30 in
exactly.
your. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. Here we don't have a decimal, so we put the decimal by ourselves because we need one more digits, right?
Yes.
So that's why. Because next we don't have any digits, so it will be 30. And no, you just have to count the table of 6 again. That is 6 times 5 become 30. Did you understand,
Yes.
Taha?
Yes.
Any confusion? This one is a long division. This one I have a same debate. Here
Hmm.
they are just calculating means step by step. They write each thing here.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
And
I know that it comes down, keeps
yes,
bringing the down.
exactly. Okay, sometimes the question is never end. Like this one is not ended here. This one you can continue like up to infinite terms. Like this one is never end. Okay, but like these questions we don't have to solve means up to many terms. You just have to calculate the answer up to given decimal places. Like here they clearly mention that maybe this question is not ended. Maybe this one will be go up to 5 decimal places, 10 decimal places. So you don't have to means complete it. You don't have to find the remainder 0. Maybe in some
Yes.
cases you will not get the remainder 0 in some questions.
Yes.
So they mentioned then decimal places means how many decimal places up to you have to find your answer. Like if they mention that you have to calculate your answer up to 2 decimal places, you must have to calculate 2 decimal places and then you have to reduce it. Okay, never do according to the given question. Like if they mention that 1 decimal place, you don't have to calculate only this one. You just have to calculate one next term also. Okay, always.
Hmm.
Then you have to write your answer in decimal places, but you have to do a round off. Like this one, sometimes if you calculate like if this one is a 5, so then first decimal place will be changed. That's why we have to calculate the next decimal place. Did you understand my
Hmm.
point?
Yes.
Why we have to calculate 2 decimal places? They clearly mention that we have to find our answer in 1 decimal place. So then why we are finding the second decimal place? Because we have to check is the
Mm,
second decimal place is less than 5 or greater than 5. So if
yes.
the second place will greater than 5, so we will put means add 1 here in the first decimal place. Did you understand my point, Taha?
Yes, sir.
Okay, in some questions they mention like three, you just have to find your answer up to three decimal places. So in that situation, what we have to do, we will find our answer up to four decimal places, and then we have to round off up to three. Why? Because we have to
Mm,
check fourth decimal place, is it greater than five or less than five? Okay.
yes.
So this one is a long division. Okay, next we have a mixed operation. Mixed operation means like addition is also present, multiplication is also present, division is also present, brackets also present. So then what we have to do? We have to follow the BODMAS. Okay. There is another name, I think, PEDMAS, I think.
Yes,
PED,
but that is like parentheses, and it's like
parentheses, yes.
all are different. All
Yes,
are different.
parentheses and division,
Uh,
multiplication, addition, and subtraction. I think we already have a long debate on this topic.
yes.
So board mass. In board mass, what we have to do? Both
Brackets, order, multiplication, division,
division,
addition,
multiplication.
subtraction.
Okay, you can also do m multiplication first, division later.
Yes.
I told you that in division and multiplication you can solve any one as a first, but
Yes.
if you have a addition, subtraction, you can also solve a subtraction first, addition later. So what's the rule for them? The rule is that you just have to move from left to right.
Yes.
If you have a 5 minus 3 plus 2. Okay, here you don't have to do addition first. If you do addition first, then you will do mistake. Okay, like 3 plus 2, you will take 5
Yes.
and 5 minus 5 becomes 0. That's not the answer. Its answer will be minus 1. Its answer will be if you add them. If you add them. So 5 minus 1 gives you 4. You can also like this one, but that will be difficult to understand. So simply you just have to do what we have to do here. Simply you just have to start from left and move to the right. Firstly, we have 5 minus 3. It means that it will give you 2. We just solve this one. Plus 2 is written as it is. After that, you just have to add them. Did you understand my point? Here we are solving subtraction first, not addition first. Okay. So always when you have
Yes.
this situation in which we have addition and subtraction, so you just have to follow from left to right. Okay. You have to move
Yes.
from left to right. Okay, like here we have this question in which we have addition, multiplication, and subtraction. So what we have to do, if we have addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, so firstly we will solve the division and multiplication. If division comes first, so we will solve division firstly. If multiplication comes first, also we will solve multiplication firstly. We will have to move from left to right. Did you understand my point? Here we don't have a division, so simply we just have to firstly multiply them because we have a multiplication. So 7 times 2 become 14. 3 plus 14 minus 4, negative 4. So after that, what we have to do? You just have to follow from left to right. You have to move from left to right. 3 plus 14 becomes 17. 17 minus 4 gives you 13. That will be our answer. Okay.
Yes.
In B part, what we have, firstly, we have a bracket, board mass, brackets. So we have to solve brackets first. Or if you are following the pad mass means parentheses, firstly, you just have to solve parentheses that are three, in which we have a 3 plus 7. We also have to check again in brackets. We have to apply board mass in the bracket again. There is no addition, division multiplication in the bracket, so we will solve addition directly. That will give you 10 times 2 minus 4. After that, we will solve the multiplication part first. We don't have to solve the subtraction first. So 20 minus 4 gives you 16. It's so easy, I think. Uh,
Yes. Yes. It's very easy.
okay, same debate for this one. Look, firstly, we have to solve the bracket that gives you minus 2. And then you have to solve the multiplication. 7 times minus 2, that gives you minus 14. And 3 minus 14, it will be equal to minus 11. Okay, after that you just have to solve the d part in which we have a two brackets, so we have to solve these two brackets. 3 plus 7 gives you 10, 2 minus 4 gives you minus 2, and then after that we just have to multiply them. 10 times minus 2 gives you minus 20. Any confusion in these questions?
No, sir.
Okay, now you just have to solve this b part.
Okay.
Okay, I think here we have a different task. Okay, let me do this one. How we can solve this one? Any idea?
Sir,
You
first we
can
will
convert
add.
it. No, you can convert into a fraction like this. Okay. 6 divided by 4. That will be better because 12 is not completely divisible by 8. and 6 is not completely divisible by 8. If you are using the calculator, then you can easily
No.
solve it. Means you just have to divide it and get your answer in the decimal point and solve it, and then just add up. With
Okay.
calculator, it's so easy. But if you want to do mental math here, so that will be hard for you, because 12 is not completely divisible by 8. 12 is not in the multiple of 8. Okay, what are you doing here? You are making 32. Okay, I think
Yes.
I already told you that uh, in all question there is not a necessity to make means cross multiplication. You just have to simply multiply this one with 2. Our what is our main target? To make the denominator same, right? Here we can clearly see if we multiply
Okay.
4 with 2, it will be equal. So why we are choosing the
But sir,
bigger?
we have to do it the other side as well, right?
No, no, no.
What
Here,
we do for
yes, here we will multiply, but you no need to multiply here. Why? You can do 32. That will be a bigger term. Okay, you can do. I didn't say you cannot do that. You can do, but it will be difficult for you. You are creating the difficulties for yourself. Okay.
yes.
So our main target is that you just have to make the same denominator. So if there is a easy way to make them equal, so we will follow that way. Okay.
Okay.
If there is no way like that, so you just have to multiply cross multiplication. Like if you have a 2 over 3 plus 5 over 7, in this one you can not convert this 3 into 6 7, right? So in this way we have to do cross multiplication. You may name this one as a cross, but this one is not a cross multiplication. Okay, multiply with each other's denominator. Did you understand my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so after that 16 sorry, 24 over 16, you just have to cancel out. And
Wait.
8,
16 to the is 24.
no, no, it's not 24. Look, our answer is in division, right?
Yes.
Our question, sorry, our question is in division, like in fraction. So
Yes.
here they didn't mention you have to write your answer in decimal or in fraction, so you can write in.
Oh, so we don't have to solve, we just have to evaluate. Okay, okay.
Yes, okay, you can also write
So the
your answer in
answer will be
decimal, because they
24 divided by 16.
divided by 16, but you have to write in simplest form. Like, what's the simplest form? Look, it's very clear. I think I told you that how we can cancel the fraction, how we can cancel out. We have to check both numerator and denominator. Is there any number which divides both numerator and denominator? If we have,
Yes.
then we have to divide with that. Like here we have
Okay.
a 8 directly. 2 is also divide both numerator and denominator, but it will be lengthy process, again 2, again 2. So we can directly divide. We can clearly see 24 is also multiple of the 8. 16 is also multiple of 8. So it means that we have to divide both with 8. So it will gives you 3, and this one will gives you 2. Did you understand my point?
Yes.
Look, I just divide both numerator and denominator with 8.
Yes, I know. Yes, yes, yes.
You
Because
always.
it's possible, that's why. Yes.
Yes, yes, there is condition on this one, on this division. You can also multiply, but if you are
I
multiplying
was
and
I
dividing,
was just
you
totally
must have.
confused because the starting number we were given was 8. I was like, 8
No, no,
again. I don't think that's possible.
no, no. It's
I was
possible if
just
they are
confused.
in a single fraction. Like this 8 is not cancel out with this one. Okay, there is another way. We can also solve
Yes.
this one in another way. Okay, I will explain. Let me complete this one first. So it will be 3 over 2. That will be our answer. Okay. No,
Mm.
what's our question? Our question is 12 over 8
So you
plus
will write
6
3
over
divided by 2.
this one? Yes. I'm going to write 3 over 2 plus this one is 3 divided by 2. So when we add it up, 4, 3 times 2. Okay.
Sir, I don't understand.
I think, just give me a second.
Why would we do this step again?
I'm using another method. Just give me a second.
Oh,
Just give
okay,
me a
okay.
second. What's the mistake here? 8, 24, 12
I
plus
added them because this became 8 and this became 12.
12.
So they added up. It's
Okay.
16 and 24.
Oh,
Then
why you
we divided.
no, you did a mistake here. This one will be not 16. This one will be 8. You just have to combine their denominator.
All the denominator stays the
Yes.
same.
That's why we have to make it same.
Ah.
So when we get the same, you just
And
have to
then
write
this will be 1. It'll be 1.
yes, it will be 1. So 3 over 1, or you may simply write 3. That will be our answer.
Hmm.
Okay, here we will get the same answer. That's why I just
Oh.
checked it, because here we are getting the different answer. Okay, so that's
Hmm.
why I just checked the first method. This one is the other method. Here what I did, I just divide this fraction with 4. We can divide this one. Okay,
Yes.
but this 8 cannot be cancelled out with 6. Why? Because here we don't
Yeah.
have a multiplication. Here we have a addition.
Yes.
In multiplication, we can also cancel the numerator of the other fraction with the denominator of other fraction, right? This 12 can also be cancelled out with 4, but must be there multiplication. If there must be multiplication between them. Did you understand? But here we
Hmm.
can cancel denominator and denominator of same fraction, this one, because they are in division. Okay. So after that,
Yes.
3 over 2 plus 3 over 2. What will be its answer? You just have to write 3 plus 3. That will be 6 over 2, or 6 over 2 will be equal to 3.
Yes.
Okay. That's it. I think first question is also very easy. It's a part. You can easily solve this one. What will be its answer? Can you please tell me quickly? Just write the answer.
Uh,
The A
Oh,
part of
sir, I can't do mental maths that well.
no, no, this one. I'm talking about this one. That's so easy.
Okay, so 10
Hmm.
plus 3,
Hmm.
15,
Huh?
13, then
Yeah.
minus 4, answer is 9.
9, exactly. The answer will be 9. Good. Okay, now you just have to solve question number 2. It's A part. Just ignore this firstly the right hand side, solve the left hand side only and get its answer.
Okay,
And then after that
okay,
you just have to check out uh, is this statement is correct or not.
okay. So first 6, 4.
No, no, sorry. I didn't read the statement. Uh, firstly, you just have to read out the statement.
Oh,
What they
okay,
are doing
copy these
uh,
equation and put brackets
in the
in the
correct
correct
place
places
to make them
to make
correct.
them correct.
Yes,
Okay,
we have to put the brackets. Look, if we are taking like if we are not putting the brackets, so it will be not correct. There will be mistake. Okay, if you put the brackets here, okay, let's check. Let's try. So this one will be 24. This one will be 24 plus 2. That will be 26. It means that you are didn't put the brackets in right position. So my choice is that
okay.
if you put here, so after that, no,
Hmm.
it will also not correct. No, it's correct. Yes, it's correct.
Hmm.
How?
4 plus 6. No, wait. First we will do 6 times 4,
No, firstly we
then
have to
plus
solve
6.
bracket here. So board mass.
Oh, yes.
So it will
Then
be 10.
it's,
So
yeah,
6
then it equals
times
to
10.
10 times 6.
6 times oh,
Yeah,
6
60,
times
then
10
divide by 3.
divided by 3. So um I
So
already told
20
you
is
that
correct. Yes,
when you,
20 is correct.
yes, I already told you that here you cannot divide 10 with 3. You don't have to do division first.
No,
Okay.
no, no.
I already told you that when
Maybe
you
you didn't
have
hear me correct, or maybe I said it wrong. But in my mind, what I'm doing is 4 plus 6, 10 times 6,
Mhm.
60 divided by 3.
Yes, exactly. That's I am explaining
Yeah.
here. Always when you have this situation, you don't have to division fast. The
Hmm.
name board mass in board mass division comes first, but I already told
Yes,
you
yes,
that in division and multiplication you can solve any one as a first. So what's the condition on
yes,
their order? So the condition is that you just have to move from left to right. Okay, if we have only division and multiplication. So if multiplication comes first, so will solve the multiplication fast. Okay, if division comes first, we will solve the division first. But this condition is only for division and multiplication and also addition and subtraction when we only have these two things. Okay.
yes,
So how we can means identify which terms will be solved first? This term will be solved first. Why? Because this comes first when we are moving from left to right. So it means that firstly we will make it 60, then we have to divide with 3. It will give you 20. Did you understand, Taha?
yes.
No, you have to try on this B part. You have to put the
Okay,
brackets on right position to make it correct.
okay. Uh, okay, so the answer isn't positive. So I can't put the bracket on 3 and 7. The bracket will most likely be 9, then times
Yes,
6 is equal to 42
that's right.
plus
Is it?
2.
Huh?
No, that's wrong.
Uh,
This is
s-
wrong.
yes, it's wrong.
So
Yes. The work that
7
you did
plus
in the
2.
first question, yes, here, and also 9 and 3.
This is also wrong.
No,
So I need to
this
put
one is
here
also,
and here.
yes, yes,
Oh,
that's
okay.
I'm saying. So 6 times 9 become 54, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Next, you have to solve question number 3. Without using calculator, work out the solution to the following multiplication without using calculator. Mhm.
Mhm.
So what we have to do here? Any idea?
We have to work out. Oh, yes. Simple. We can do long multiplication.
Yes, that we learned in the example.
Yes.
So, okay, let me do this one quickly. You
So,
just
sir,
have,
let me.
okay, okay.
Okay. Uh, so we'll do 7, 8, 5
Mm-hmm.
times
3, 8.
3, 8. 4040. 8 eights are. What's 8 eights are? Uh, Wait, 80 minus 16, that is 76. No, 64. 64. 4 and 6.
Huh?
Wait, I also have to
No,
plus 4,
no,
right?
yes.
So if I plus 4 in 64, that is 68. So 8
It will
and
be here
6.
and 6 will be in carry. Yep,
8 sevens are. It will be 50, 56
yep,
plus
that's right.
6,
Mm-hmm.
62.
Yep.
6 and 2. Then cross. Then you have the
Cross,
15.
you just need to put 0. Cross is also okay, but try to write 0 here, okay, instead of cross.
Okay. 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 So you have the 15.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 here.
1 will be carry, okay.
Wait, I put the 1 in the wrong place. Should be
No,
here.
no,
It
that's
was
the right.
correct?
Yes. No,
Okay.
you are
Okay.
putting in the wrong position. Okay. 3 times 8.
24
Mm-hmm.
plus 1,
Okay.
25, 2,
Yes.
5,
No, 5 will be here. Yes, 2 will be in carry. Good.
and then 3 times 7, 21 plus 2, 23.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 and 3, 0, 0,
Mm-hmm.
8 plus 8 plus 5 is 13. So 1 will go here and 3 here. 3 plus 5 is 8,
Yes, exactly.
9, and 2.
Okay, good. That will be our answer. Okay. You can also verify by using the calculator. We don't
Okay.
have any other method. We don't have the answer of this question.
Mm,
Okay. Next one.
mm,
Question number 4. Work out the remainder in the following divisions. Work out the remainder. Remainder means you just have to find the remainder. You don't have to go in decimal, okay? You don't have to
mm.
go in decimal. You just have to find the remainder. So 72 divided by 7, it means that 1, so 7, and then you just have to bring 2 down, and we cannot divide 2, so you just have to put 0, and this means that 2 is the remainder.
Okay. But we didn't even take decimal. So why did we put the 0? Oh, we put 0
Because
dot.
we
Okay.
because we
Okay.
cannot
Right.
divide it further, so that's why.
Yes. 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 Okay. So they want us to leave a
If
remainder.
look,
So it can be a mixed
yes,
fraction.
yes,
Okay.
if this one is in like subtraction, it comes in
Yeah.
subtraction, so we cannot put the 0 here.
Uh, so
Like
it
if
will. Sir, how will this look like? How will this look like?
in mixed form,
Yeah.
In mixed form, it will be 10 into 2 out of 7.
Uh, okay.
Quotient will be, firstly, you just have to write the quotient, and then you have to write the
Uh,
remainder, and then the divide.
so it goes like this.
Yes. No, not like this. You miss.
Yeah, 2 goes up, 7 goes down, 10 takes 7 place. If you look at
Okay,
it.
okay. That's great. You make a right circle.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the next
Because
question.
in exam I might get confused. I need to know
Check.
how it goes.
10 will be here. 7 will be
Yeah.
there. That's a nice
And
figure.
2 goes on top. Yes.
Very nice. Okay.
Mm.
Next one. Question number 5.
Okay. So a length of rail track is 9 meter long. How many complete lengths will be needed to lay 1 kilometer of track? How many 35-cent stamps can be bought for $10?
Firstly, solve the A part. A length of rail
Okay.
track
So
is 9 meter long. How many complete lengths will needed to lay 1 kilometer of track? So,
uh, ki- 1 kilometer is like 1,000 meters.
yes,
So we need
it means
uh
that you just have to
nine
divide.
hundred
No.
900.
You just have to,
Yeah.
if you want to check it out, you just have to divide 1000 with 9.
Well, okay, okay.
So then you will get the, mhm. So it will be 9 and then 1, again 1.
Again, one guess. So we'll take 9 again.
So it means that after that
I,
point 1.
I think it's going in the opposite direction.
Sorry.
The answer should come 991. The answer should be 991.
Okay, so it means that if you have 111 tracks of 9 meter long,
Yeah.
so that will make 1 kilometer track. We have to
Oh,
make a
yes.
we have to make a 1 kilometer long track, but we have a track of 9 meters. So they ask that how many tracks we have to lay. How many tracks? Okay,
991.
111.
Wait. Okay. A length of rail track is 9 meters. Oh, yes. Okay.
So
So
any confusion in this one, A part? Taha?
yes, I'm a bit confused to how to find the answer.
Okay, look.
Did we do this correct?
Yes, we
This,
did correct. Okay, let me explain. Just give me a second.
yeah.
Look, suppose,
Sir,
uh,
can you do this again? Can you do this again here in this place? Can you do this again?
no, here we did the division. This one is not an explanation. This one is a method that we did here. Means this one is a division, very simple. You can use the calculator. Like, I just
Why did we do division? I don't understand.
okay. Let me explain. Just give me a second. I just suppose this one is a 1,000 meter. This one is a
1,000
1,000
meter.
meter. Okay. So we just have to
Hmm.
divide. We just have to divide this 1,000 meter uh into parts of 9 meter length. Like I just make up one part of 9 meter and second part of 9 meter. Third part is also 9 meter. Fourth part is also 9 meter. So how many parts we can make of 1,000 meter? How many parts of 9 meter? Up to this one 9 meter, 18 meter, 27. Like this we have to complete 1,000. So how many parts we have to add of 9 meter to make 1,000? How did you understand or not?
Yes, a little bit.
Little bit. Okay,
So
let me
you're
explain.
saying that we have to divide the 9 meters
Mhm.
into
It's,
the amount of pieces that we will need.
yes, basically question is that you just have to join the track of 9 meter. You just have to join the track of 9 meters track. Like firstly, this one is a 9 meter, this one is also 9 meter, this one is also 9 meter. I just join this one, they make 18 meter. Up to this one, we get the 18 meter track. Up to this one, we get the 27 meter. And next one, we
Yep.
get
Mhm.
36. Like this, we have to
Yes.
continue up to 1,000 meter. We have to make a track of 1,000 meter by using 9 meter track. So how many tracks we have to use of 9 meters track to make 1,000 meter track? Taha,
Hmm.
did you
Yes.
understand? So I use another method. Instead of doing this like 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9, instead of doing this, I just divide 1000 with 9. Means how many parts we have in 1000?
So the answer is 111.
111. So
Sir,
if
can you explain me the division? Because I don't understand the division.
this division, firstly,
Yes.
this one is a
The step.
1000.
Yes. Okay. It's 1,000.
Okay,
So we
1000.
picked 9 times 1 is equal 9.
Yes.
Okay. So how much came down?
One digit only. We can bring one digit down. This one is the reminder of the 10. Okay, let me explain. Just give me a minute. This
Sir,
one
can
is a
you like
1000.
put arrows? Can you put like arrows how
Yes,
it's
yes,
coming down?
exactly,
Yes.
exactly. That's it. Okay. Firstly, let me explain. Firstly, we select one. Okay.
Mhm.
But we cannot divide 1. Why? Because 1 is smaller than 9. So I just join another digit with it. That is 0. No, it's 10. No, we again have to check we can divide or not. Yes, we can divide. If still we cannot divide, we have to join the next digit also. Okay, but here we can divide, so just stop it here. Okay, and then you have to count the table of 9. You don't have to cross 10. Okay, so it's 1. 9 times 1 gives you 9, and then you have to do the subtraction. When I subtract 9 from 10, firstly you just have to subtract 9 from 0, but we cannot subtract 9 from 0, so I take the carry from this one, and here it will be 10.
Yes.
10 minus 9 gives you 1, and here it will be 0. There is no need to write
Yeah, the
0.
one came down.
After
Yes.
that, you just have to bring one digits down. The next digit you just have to bring down. That is 0. I just bring down. It makes 10. No, again, you have to count the table of 9 and you don't have to cross the 10. That is 1. So same debate for the next one. After that,
But
I
sir,
just
in last there is again. Then I
no,
don't understand.
this one is not answer. I just put this one here, and after that you just have to put the decimal here, and you can use the zeros as many as you want. Because after the
Okay.
decimal point, there is no value of zeros. Like if you have a 5.00, it's $5.00. So it means that you have a $5, not 500. Okay. If
Yes.
this one means you have $5, not $500. So $5, this one and this one have the same value. This one and this one have the
Yes.
same value. So
Yes.
it means that the zeros after the decimal point don't have any value, but only
Yes.
in one situation when you don't have any non-zero digit at the end. If you have a non-zero digit at the end, so then these zeros also contain the value. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, next, after that, you just have to write your answer in. I think that will be okay because here we have a track, so you don't have to divide the track in two parts. You can also write means when we bring this zero down, so it will be 10, and you have to count the table of 9 up to 10, so that will be 9 times 1 again. So you can continue like this. So it will be continue like
Sir,
this.
what about if we take 90? If we
9.
pick it up as 100 and we take 90 in the start, say like 9 tens are 90. We pick 100 and we take it
Pick
down. And
100.
then we'll be left with 10 again.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, okay, 100. I'm
But
just like
you
thinking,
are crossing, yes, you are crossing the rule of division. The rule of division is that whenever you have a 10, means the number is greater than the divisor. So you just have to divide them. You don't have to join the next digit with it. Okay.
really, there's a rule.
Yes, there is a rule. Like if you have a look, let me explain it more. Suppose if you have a 1, 5, 3, okay. Uh, Suppose you have a 6, and then you have a division with 4. So firstly, we will not divide 1. We have to combine it with 5. Why? Because 1 is not divisible by 4. So after that, it makes 15. When we join 5 with 1, it is 15 now. Now 15 is greater than 4, so we have to divide it. We don't have to join the next digit with it. Okay, so you are breaking this rule. You are combining the next digit with it. So if you combine this one, that breaks the rule of division. Okay.
Wow, I did not know that.
Okay. So if you don't have a look, if you have a like in first step, you have a bigger number, so you just have to divide it directly. Suppose you have a 96, so you have a division with 4. So you don't have to divide 96 directly. You firstly just have to select 9 and check it. Is it divisible by 4? Yep, it's divisible, so divide it. If not, then you have to join the next digit. Okay, if not, then you have to join the next digit, otherwise you cannot join it. So if the number is greater than the divisor, so you have to divide it. So 4 times 2, that will be 8. So after that it will be 16, and then 4 8 times 16, that will be our answer. Did you understand how?
Yes.
Do you have any confusion? Little, if you have a little bit confusion, you can
No.
tell me.
No confusion.
Basically, here you are breaking this rule. You don't have to join the next zero with it. Why?
Hmm.
If you are doing in this way, you can also get the same answer. Like if you have 1,000, suppose you are taking 100, okay, then again have a same debate, but that will be makes difficult for you. Like if you have a division with 9, so if you have 100, you have to make 99, right? How we can make 99? Count the table of 9. It will be 11 at 11.
11, yes.
So we will get the
Oh,
same answer, but it will be difficult for you. Okay.
yeah.
So we will get 99, not 90. You cannot divide with 90 because we have to find the nearest number of 100 or less than
Yes.
100. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So after that, you just have to find the remainder, that will be 1, and then you have to bring down the next digit, that is 0. So it will be 10. 9 times 1 become 9 times 1 become 9. So that's it. Did you understand the huh?
Yes.
Okay, let's move on to the next question. Uh, Question number 5, B part. So what we have to do? How many 35-cent stamps can be bought for $10? Here, what we have to do?
We have to
The one way
multiply.
is that, yes, the first thing that comes in our mind, that is multiplication. But multiplication with which number? You just have to guess. You cannot find exact number. With which number we have to multiply 35 to get uh means 35 is in cent. So which number we have to multiply with 35 to get 1,000 cents, right? $10 means 1,000 cent. So which number will be multiplied with 35? That will be a difficult task because it's a guessing task. You have to guess. Okay. So instead of doing multiplication with a number that you just guess up, like you just firstly you just have to check for 5, for 10, for 15. That's a difficult.
What
Instead,
about 100 if we do 100?
if you do multiplication with 100, so you will get 3,500, right? If you
Yes.
did the multiplication with 50, maybe you will get, but at 50 you will not get the answer. I think at no, let's divide it. We have a simple way.
Yeah, I think your division will do it.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. In $10, how many cents we have? 1,000, right?
Yes, 1,000
Ten
cents. Yes.
dollars.
So 35 divided by 1,000.
Yes, so we will get the answer. Like in same part of this question, or first part, in A part, we have to do the same thing. Did you understand, Taha? Or should I have to explain in more detail? Taha, I'm waiting for you.
Yes, sir.
Should I have to explain in more detail, or did you understand it?
Sir, I understand. So if can I use like
Calculator?
100 this time? No, no,
Yes,
100.
here we must have to use 100
Hmm.
because we cannot divide 10. So it means that you have to combine the next digit.
Yes.
That will 100. So
Sir,
then
does it depend on the figure of digit we have? This is a double digit, and last time it
basically
was a
it
single
depends.
digit.
Basically it depends. Until we are not getting the bigger number of this divisor, we have to combine the next digit. Look, firstly, you just have to check first digit. Is 1 divisible by 35? No. So 1 is smaller than 35. So you just have to combine the next one. Oh, sorry. So you have to combine the next digit. 1 is smaller than 35. So you just have to combine the next one. Oh, sorry. So you have to combine the next digit. 1 is smaller than 35. So you just have to combine the next one. Oh, sorry. So you have to combine the next digit. 1 is smaller than 35. So you just have to combine the next digit. 1 is smaller than 35. So you just have to combine the next digit. 1 is smaller than 35. So you just have to combine the next digit. 1 is smaller than 35. So you just have to combine the next digit. 1 is smaller than 35. So you just have to combine the next digit. 1 is smaller than 35. So you just have to combine the next digit. 1 is smaller than 35. So you just have to combine the next digit. 1 is smaller than 35. So you just have to combine the next digit. 1 is smaller than 35. So you just have to combine the next digit. 1 is smaller than 35. So you just have to combine the next digit. 1 is smaller than 35. So you just have that is 0. So when we combine 0 with 1, it gives you 10. So it means that
Mhm.
10 is still not divisible by 35. 10 is a smaller number. So you have to combine the next digit, that is again 0. That makes 100. No, 100 is a greater than 35. 100 is the number is greater than the divisor. So it means that no, you have to count the table of 35 of the divisor. Uh, so it means that 35 two times will be 70. Okay.
Oh, yes.
So if we take 3 times, that will be 105. That will be greater than 100. So we cannot take 3. So here we have to
Yes.
take
So we
2.
have 30 left.
Yep, 30. 0. When we subtract 0 from 0, it gives you 0. When we subtract 7 from 0, it will not possible. So we have to take carry from the next digit. So when we take carry, it's here left 0 and 1 will be here. It makes 10. And when we subtract 7 from 10, it will gives you 3. That makes 30. After that, you have to bring next digit down. That is 0. And it makes 300. Now you have to count
Sir,
the table of 30.
instead of taking carry, can't we just read it like a 10
Yes,
and
you can
say
also.
that?
Yes, you can also.
Hmm.
But the rule is that means if here we don't have a 1, so then you have to apply this rule. Am I right?
Okay. Hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Next, you have to count the table of 35 up to 300. Means you don't have to cross 300. So
Mm,
it will be maybe 9. Let's check.
yes. No, no, no. 9 is not it because then it will be 350 minus 35. So we will go
Uh,
times 8.
It
35 times 8.
at 9 it will be 305. Okay. No,
Yes. So
not
go times
305.
8.
Yes. Okay. Let's check at it.
Yes.
8 times 5 become 40. So 0. 4 will be carry. And 8 times 3 become 24. 24 and 4 become 8, 28. So it's 280. It's very close to 300. If we take next number at 9, it will cross 300. So we don't have to cross it. So it means that we have to write 8 here and 280 here. After that, you have to write the remainder. That will be 0 and then 2. That's it,
Yes.
20. And after that you have to put the decimal point here and here, and after that you can take as many zeros as you want. And but there is condition on that. You have to bring only one zero at a time. You cannot bring two
Yes.
zeros at the same time simultaneously. If you want to bring two zeros simultaneously, you have to put the zero in the quotient. Okay,
Hmm.
so this zero is here. Now you just have to count the table of 35 again. That will be 70 at 5 at 5. Yep.
Yeah.
So at 6 it will be cross the 200. So 35 times 5. What will be its answer? Its answer will be um 175.
175. Yes.
Yep, 175. So
So now we're left with 25.
mm. So here they didn't mention the decimal place. So you just have to calculate
Four.
up to two decimal places. That's enough, I think.
Okay.
Okay, then you have to bring next digit down, that is 0. So it will be 250, and then you have to count the table of 35 again at 7. Let's check at 7.
210.
Uh-huh.
210. Then we put
210,
another
yes.
35. That will be 245. So
45.
we will go times 7.
245. That's enough. Okay, 28.75 cents. Stamps
Yes.
of 35 cents. We have a stamp
Yes.
of 35
Yes.
cents. So it means that we have to collect 28 stamps of
Yes.
35 cents. Means a single stamp has a price of 35 cents. If we collect 28 stamps like this one, so we will get $10. How did you
Yes.
understand? Or should I
Yes.
have to explain it?
No, no, this was
Look,
pretty
suppose,
straightforward.
okay, it's great. That's great. Okay, let me explain it. Suppose this one is a stamp of $35, 35 cents, sorry, 35C, and we have a one more. So they ask about this one, how many stamps we have to collect to make 1,000 cents? How many stamps? So it means that if you collect 28 stamps, then you will get 1,000 cents or $10. Okay. The procedure behind it is that the division. We divide 1,000 cents with 35. Okay, let's move on to
Yes.
the question number 6. That is, you just have to work out the following long division to decimal one place. I think you can easily solve this one. Okay, just solve it. 7,892 divided by 15. You have to divide here. Let
Okay.
me write here. Just give me a second. 7,892 versus
Yes.
statement. Okay.
92 divided by 15.
Yes. Okay. Now what we have to do? Firstly, you just have to check the first digit. That is
That
7.
is 7.
Mhm.
So we'll go to the next digit.
We will
That is
also,
8.
yes. Yes, exactly.
So 7 tens is 50.
Huh?
7 tens is 50. Oh, wait, we're going for 15, right?
Yes.
2, 3.
15, 5's time becomes 75.
Yes.
That's a hint for you.
So, yes, yes, 5 times, but then we will have 3 as denominator.
Not denominator, reminder.
No reminder, sorry.
Yes.
And 5 here
5
on
will
top.
be in the quotient. Okay.
9 will come down. 39.
39.
We will take 2.
2 exactly.
9.
15, 6 time become 90.
Yes.
20. You can put the decimal. Here we have to find our answer up to one decimal places. So should we have to solve only up to one decimal places or we have to solve up to two?
Up to 2.
Up to two. We have to do a long division up to two decimal places and then you have to write your answer up to one decimal place. Okay. Round off. You have to do
Yes.
round off. Okay. So it will be 15 and then 5 will be reminder and then you have to take the next zero. Yep, that's
Mm.
right. Yes.
Mm.
15 three times become 45. So it means that the answer will be,
In regressing.
sorry?
It will be regressing.
Yes,
Keep repeating itself. So we
5,000.
have 526 13.
No, we will just write our answer up to one decimal place. You just have to round off. We just check the second decimal place, but we will not write our answer in two decimal places. We will write our answer in one decimal places, but we have to found also the second place, second decimal place. We also have to found.
Okay. It will be 526
Yeah.
10 cents.
Dot one decimal point. After decimal point, you just have to
Yes.
write one digit. Yes,
Okay.
that will be answer because they clearly mentioned that you just have to find your answer up to one decimal place. Here, this one is the answer. Here we don't have any cents or dollars. This one is a simple division. Okay,
Okay.
any confusion in this one?
No.
So 4.5, I think we done 4.5. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We have 8 minutes. Okay, so let's see if we can complete this one. Calculation with the fractions. So this one is a 1/2. Look, this one is the
Yes. One
same
color
part here.
shaded out
Yes.
of two
Yes.
pieces. Yes.
This one is 2
Two
out of 4.
shaded out of
But
four shaded.
basically they here want to teach us that this one and this one are equal. You can clearly
Mm.
see this one and
Yes.
this one have the same part as a shaded part, right? Equal shaded part here. These two fractions. This means that these
So
are
basically, the answer is the half of whatever the denominator is.
no, basically here this one is a same fractions here we have, but this one is a simplified. This one is a means multiplied form. Two they just multiply this fraction with 2. They, its denominator and denominator both multiply with 2. If we multiply with 2, it will gives you 2/4. Means
Okay.
these fractions are known as equivalent fractions. We cannot say if we have a 1/2 and 3 over
Mm-hmm.
6. 3 over
Yeah.
sorry 3 over 6 is also equivalent. Sorry. If you have a 1/2 and 1/4, these are not equivalent. These are not
Not equivalent.
equivalent. Why? Because if we draw them, they will not
Yes.
show the same thing. They will not show the same properties. This
Yes.
one is a
This will
different.
be
This one
a
is a different.
quarter and this will be a half.
Yes. Or in mathematical form, if you want to check is it equivalent, is the fractions are equivalent or not, you just have to check uh, its simplified form. You just have to convert them into simplified form. If both get the same answer, so then we will say that these fractions are equivalent. Like if I want to check 2 over 4 and 4 over 8, 4 over 8 are equivalent fractions or not. So how we can
2
check?
upon, sorry,
2
2 upon
upon
4.
4, 4 upon 8, like
They're
this.
equivalent, sir.
They are equivalent. Why? Because they are
Because
in
they're
multiples. Like,
the same
yes,
shaded sides. They're multiples of each other.
yes.
Mm.
Or in mathematical form, if we don't have a shaded area, like if I said that you just have to check 3 over 9, 3 over 9 and 1 over 3, are they equivalent or not? Or you can say that you should have to
Because they're
draw
both one thirds of each other.
not one third, three times,
They both are one third.
three times.
This is one third.
Yes,
Three
this,
is one third of nine,
yes, exactly.
and one is one third of three.
Yes, exactly. If they are in multiplication means with the same number. So then we will say that
Yes.
these are equivalent. Like if we multiply this fraction with 3, it's a denominator and denominator, it will give you this fraction. So it means that these two are um, equivalent fractions. But 3 over 9 and 1 over 5, these are not, or 1 over 9, you may say that, or 1 over 8, these are not equivalent because we cannot convert this one into each other, right? If I
Yes.
multiply this one with 3, its denominator will be converted into 3, but its denominator will also be multiplied with 3. That will give you 27. Okay, now.
Yes.
So this one is the concept of equivalent fractions. Equivalent fraction means if the fractions are the same, that will be known as equivalent fractions. This is the definition.
Hmm.
It should be apparent that 1 over 2, 2 over 4, 4 over 8 are equivalent fractions. Okay, similarly, 1 over 3, 2 over 6, 3 over 9, 4 over 12 are equivalent fractions. Okay, equivalent fractions are the mathematically the same as each other. The same.
Yes.
In the diagram above, 1 over 2 is mathematically the same as 4 over 8. However, 1 over 2 is the simplified form of 4 over 8. When carrying out calculations involving fractions, it is usually to give your answer in its simplest form. Another way of saying simplest form is the lowest term. Lowest term means, suppose 1 over 2. This one is the lowest term, simplest form. I think we already studied this one, simplest form. But lowest term is a new word maybe for you. Okay.
Yes.
1 over 2. This one is the lowest term, means we cannot solve it further.
Oh,
Did
okay,
you
okay.
understand?
Yes.
Okay, let's solve the exercise. Express the following fractions in their lowest forms. Oh, it's so easy. I think we already did this one. 5 over 10. So its lowest form will be 1 over 2. Why? Because you just have to divide with same number. You just have to
Yeah.
divide both numerator and denominator
It's
with
the
same
it's
number.
the half of 10. That's why it's one
No, no.
root.
I just divide numerator with 5 and its denominator with also 5. You have to divide with same number if they are divisible. If they are not divisible further, like this 2 is divisible by 2, but we cannot divide 1 with 2 again. So it means that this one is a simplified form. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, like here you can see this one F part. What we have to do, firstly, I just divide both numerator and denominator with 9. You always have to multiply or divide with same number. You cannot choose different number for both. I means you choose different number for numerator and different number for denominator. You have to choose a
Okay,
single number, same
okay,
number. If you are dividing with 8, you have to divide denominator with 8. With same number, you have to
okay.
divide. So if I divide 9, so you also have to divide. If they are divisible, you have to divide it. If there is, you didn't find any number, so like if you have a 13 over 17, that is in
Sir,
simplest form. Yes, please.
can you explain me how is it equal?
Which one?
Oh, wait, you divided. Okay, okay. I thought that you wrote it that it is both are nines. Sorry.
No, no. I just divide both numerator and denominator
Yes,
with 9. It gives you 9 over 10. And after that, we don't have any table that divides the both. 9 is divisible by 3. 3 can divide the 9. 5 can divide the 10, but 5 cannot divide 9. So we don't have a single number that divides the both numerator and denominator. There are a lot of numbers that divide numerator, that divide
So
denominator.
in this type of situation, we can't take any other denominator
Yes, so
than
this one
10.
will be known as a lowest form, lowest term or simplest form.
Okay.
Like this one, if we divide this one with 25, no, you can clearly see both are divisible by 25. So yes, 4 over 3. That will be our simplest form. 4 is divisible by 2 again, but 3 is not
Yes.
divisible by 2, so we cannot divide it
Yes.
further. Did you understand, Taha, what I am saying?
Yes.
You just
Yes.
have to find a number that divides the both numerator and denominator. But if you find that number, you just have to divide it. If you didn't find any number, if you there is no number that divides both, so you just have to write this one is a simplest form. We got our answer. It will be 1 over 3. Yep.
Yes.
Okay. It's time
I
to end our
made
class
seven. Okay.
because I arranged makeover classes for a
Okay.
student.
Okay.
So he came at the times. Yesterday he
Okay,
also
sir.
came.
I have just one question.
Yes.
Are you okay with us having the class on Friday day and Saturday? Because I didn't take into consideration that you will want to prepare for your exam.
Means
Because like I'm taking classes on the weekends, right?
yes.
So you need time to prepare for your exam. So is it okay?
No, no,
Is it
it's
still
okay.
okay?
It's okay.
Friday
It's
and
okay.
Saturday? Okay,
Yes, it's
okay.
okay. No problem. But you can join me 1 hour early. Like you already told me that you are free on Friday and Saturday,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
On Monday we also have a class. I will also
Yes.
give you the class on Monday. On Tuesday I have a test exams, like final exams.
सर उसी के लिए तो हम क्या कहते हैं मेकअप कर रहे हैं और कुछ नहीं.
यस एग्जैक्टली बेसिकली
हम्म.
मैं क्लासेस तो दे देता पेपर्स के दौरान में पेपर्स के दौरान में मैं इधर होऊंगा नहीं, मैंने आउट ऑफ सिटी जाना है। तो मीन्स
ओके ओके.
अभी जो है मेरा, अभी इस्लामाबाद के अंदर हूँ ना मैं, तो फिर फैसलाबाद वाली साइड पे जाना है मैंने, अगर आपको
सही सही.
पाकिस्तान का कुछ पता हो।
जी 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 थोड़ा पता है. मैं थोड़ी सोशल स्टडीज पढ़ी, ज्यादा नहीं, थोड़ी पढ़ी है.
कैपिटल सिटी है ना ये इस्लामाबाद पाकिस्तान का।
जी जी.
तो इधर इस सिटी में हूँ, लेकिन मैंने जो स्टडी कंटिन्यू की थी 1 साल पहले की थी, तो एडमिशन अपने होम टाउन में लिया था।
सही सही.
तो इस वजह से फिर मुझे ट्रैवल करना पड़ेगा, और कोई तकरीबन 300-400 किलोमीटर है। फिर इधर मैं मौजूद नहीं होगा। अगर तो इधर ही होते एग्ज़ाम, फिर मैं मीन्स के थोड़ी देर के लिए टेस्ट दे के फिर वापस आके जो है आपको क्लास दे देता। लेकिन ऐसा पॉसिबल
सही.
नहीं। तो इस वजह से आपको मेक ओवर जो है फ्राइडे और सैटरडे को दूंगा, और वो आपने क्या करना है, 4 o'clock ज्वाइन करना है मुझे, ठीक है?
जी जी जी.
मीन्स आपके 4 होंगे, मेरी साइड पे 5 होंगे। अभी
जी
अभी आपकी तरफ जो है वो 6 o'clock हुए ना, सिक्स
जी
टू
अभी मेरे ऐसे हो गए.
हाँ 1 आवर।
आपके पास 7 हो गए होंगे.
यस एग्जैक्टली 1 आवर का डिफरेंस है पाकिस्तान और
जी.
यूएई का। ओके था।
आपका किस चीज़ का एग्जाम था सर?
मेरा बेसिकली बीएड का है। वैसे मैंने अप्लाई किया था,
बी
फ्री था।
एड.
जी जी।
सही
वैसे
सही.
मैंने एमफिल किया हुआ है
नहीं नहीं, अच्छी बात है. आप अपने ब्रेन को एक्सरसाइज करते रह रहे हैं. आप फारिग नहीं है, बिल्कुल सही
जी
बात है.
बिल्कुल ऐसे ही बस। बस
मेरे फादर भी ऐसे ही कोर्स उठा लेते हैं.
हम्म।
अभी उन्होंने क्या कहते हैं, आई थिंक सीपीए पकड़ लिया है. पापा वो करें.
सही है।
पापा ने बोला कि ऐसे ही बेटा फारिग को. मेरा ऑफिस में जब टेंशन नहीं है आपको, कहते नहीं नहीं. वो
सही।
ऑफिस तो काम है, बट उसके अलावा मैं हूँ ऐसे ही. कहते कोई नहीं, हेल्प हो जाएगी लाइफ में, पढ़ाई बेटा काम ही आती है.
हम्म।
वो ऑफ कोर्स वो हमारे लिए मोटिवेशन बनना चाहते हैं ना, ताकि हम भी
बिल्कुल
पढ़ें.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल ऐसे ही।
ओके सर, चले, आपका स्टूडेंट वेट कर रहे हैं, मैं चलता हूँ.
नहीं अभी तो नहीं
आप.
आया, लेकिन कल ऐसा हुआ था ना कि कल स्टूडेंट
हाँ, कल जल्दी आ गए थे.
जल्दी आ गया था। फिर वो मैंने मैसेज किया, कोऑर्डिनेटर भी चले गई क्योंकि ये लास्ट आवर होते हैं शिफ्ट के। तो
सही सही.
वो मैसेज आ गया, उन्होंने डिलीवर ही नहीं किया। फिर 10-15 मिनट जो है वो ऐसे ही ज़ाया हो गए उसके। स्टूडेंट आई थी
सही
लेकिन वो वापस चली गई जो है।
सही.
बस बात करने ही लगा था मैं, उसी वक्त वो निकल गई। मैंने कहा चलो ठीक है। और फिर बाद में मैसेज कॉल करवा के दोबारा बुलाया।
सही.
अभी तो पता नहीं वो ज्वाइन करते कि नहीं करते। वैसे
हम्म.
था मीन्स के क्लासें कैसे जा रही हैं, आपके पेरेंट्स का क्या
क्लासेस तो बहुत अच्छी जा रही है, पेरेंट्स भी कितने खुश हैं.
सेटिस्फाई है?
बस वो कह रहे हैं कि हम इस एग्जाम का रिजल्ट देखते हैं। तुम कुछ पढ़ भी रहे हो या बस टीचर्स में पढ़ा रहे हो, तुम बैठ के सुन रहे हो? मैं बोला, नहीं नहीं मैं पढ़ रहा हूँ, मैं टेस्ट भी देता
हाँ,
हूँ वहाँ पे उनको।
इस दफ़ा टेस्ट जो है वो अच्छे से, मतलब कि मैं बनाऊंगा टेस्ट भी अच्छे
जी
से। तो
जी जी
टाइम तो वैसे मेरा बहुत बिजी शेड्यूल जा रहा है ना, क्योंकि मैंने मेक ओवर काफ़ी अरेंज किए हुए हैं। कोई भी आवर फ्री नहीं जा रहा।
जी
तो
जी
एक दो आवर होते हैं, लेकिन फिर वो जारी सी बात है, लंच वगैरह बंदे ने फ्रेश होना होता है।
जी
ये
बिल्कुल।
आपने तो देखो 1 घंटा पढ़ना है ना। हमने
हाँ
जैसे
हाँ,
स्टूडेंट।
आपकी तो लाइक 8 आवर जॉब है पूरी।
हाँ, 8 आवर्स में तकरीबन कुछ 6 क्लासें हैं। तो फिर
हम्म।
बस पढ़ाते मज़ा आता है, क्योंकि मेरा ये पैशन भी है, प्रोफेशन भी है। तो
सही।
मज़ा आता है। लेकिन बंदा थक जाता है फिर भी थोड़ा बहुत जो है ना।
हाँ, टाइम कंज्यूमिंग, काफी एनर्जी
हाँ,
कंज्यूमिंग है।
ऐसे ही है।
सही।
बाकी बस ऐसे ही है। ठीक है फिर। ओके।
ओके, चलें,
मिलते हैं
इंशाल्लाह आपका एग्जाम काफी अच्छा जाएगा।
इंशाल्लाह इंशाल्लाह। ठीक है,
ओके,
फिर
चलें,
सुबह
अल्लाह
मिलते हैं।
हाफिज।
ओके, अल्लाह हाफिज़।
जी बिल्कुल, अल्लाह हाफिज।
ओके, तो आज ट्रैक्शन, लॉन्ग डिवीजन, लॉन्ग डिवीजन एंड बोर्ड मैथ्स। क्या हो रहा है? हेलो फातिमा, हाउ आर यू?
Hello, I'm good. How are you? We have a class today, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Fatima, just give me 2 to 3 minutes. I'm just ending the
Okay.
previous class.
Okay.
Wait, date, oh, long division.
Have fun with 15 minutes.
Okay, Fatima, I just sent the link of the board. You just have to join it.
Okay.
Okay, in last class we studied about the identity. Also studied about the operations like Venn diagram, how we can solve by using the Venn diagram, means how we can find the intersection, union, complement by using the Venn diagram. We also studied what is identity in addition and multiplication. I think there is no problem in addition and multiplication. Like you know about the additive identity, multiplicative identity. Firstly, you just have
Yeah.
to tell me what is the definition of identity in simple words.
It's oh okay. It's when like a thing
Mhm.
um that has like no difference while
Yes.
operating,
While
like
operating.
addition, subtraction, union, intersection.
Okay. So here you just have to, okay, let me explain it again. Just give me a second here. Let me moderate you. I think there is a
Oh,
difficulty to move your cursor. Okay.
oh, I just oh,
Okay, look, 5 times 1. Okay, let's choose the other number. Suppose we have a 7 times 1 is equal to 7. Here 1 brings no change, right?
yeah.
So 7 written as it is. If we multiply it with 0, so 7 become 0. So it means that while we are multiplying any number with 0, it gives you 0, it brings change in the number. 0 brings the change while we multiplying it with any number. So it means that 0 is not a multiplicative identity. 1 is a
Oh,
multiplicative identity, but 0 is a additive identity. You can consider 0 as a additive identity because 0 is only a single number that brings no change while we adding up with any other number. But we cannot take 1 as a additive identity. Why? Because 1 also brings change while we adding up. Okay. So same debate for sets we have also. Like if a set we operate if we operate union between them and they brings no change, like A is written as it is. A is A
oh,
union B is equal to A. So it means that here B is working as identity. Here B is working as a identity. If you have a union B, A union B is equal to B. It means that here A is identity. Here A is identity because A brings no change in B. B is written as it is. Fatima, did you understand?
yeah.
So then A will be known as identity if B, A union B is equal to B. So B is written as it is. So it means that A brings no change. A will be known as a identity. So this one is the concept of identity. Here we are discuss about this one. So in intersection means they just given that A union B is equal to A. They given that if A union B is equal to A or B union A is equal to A, then which set will be known as identity matrix, identity set? A is identity or B is identity? So then we will say that B is identity because B brings no change in A. A is written as it is. Okay. Next we have a find if sets E and F exist such that A union E is equal to E union A is equal to B. And this one is equal to C. E and F, if they exist, are they inverses? Find if sets, just give me a minute. Find if sets E and F. Find if sets E and F. Okay. Are the inverses E and F. E and F. So if we get the identity, yes, B is the identity. C is the intersection identity. Okay, yes, here E and F are the inverse. E and F are the inverse. Why? Because when we operate it with A, we get the identity. B is the union identity. Here we discuss here. They are explaining the same thing here. Basically, this one is a single situation. This one is a single observation. Okay, this one is not a different. Means these two lines, this one is a paragraph, is a single paragraph. They have a same situation. Here we have, if B is identity, we already declared that B and C are identities. B is a union identity, C is the intersection identity, right? So when we operate two numbers and we get the identity, like if I operate 5 and minus 5, so I got the identity. This means that 5 and minus 5 are inverse. Here we have a same thing. AU, when we operate A with E, and we get the identity. B is the identity. B is a union identity, right? We already declared this one. So it means that A and A and E are inverse of each other. A and E are inverse of each other. And same debate for A and F. Because when we take intersection of A and F, we get the identity. C is the intersection identity, right? C is the intersection identity. So when we operate it, when we operate two sets, we get the identity set. It means that the operating sets are inverse of each other. Fatma, did you understand or not? You have to tell me honestly.
No,
Okay.
I don't.
Okay, that's great. If because I like that you tell me honestly. Okay, that's great. Let me explain it further. Just give me a second. Look, firstly, you just have to uh, tell me that did you understand what is a identity? Means the
Yeah,
first line. B is a union identity here. C is a union intersection identity. Did you understand this step?
yeah.
Okay, let's discuss the what is a inverse. Inverse are those number who become equal to identity. Like if I operate addition or subtraction, like if minus 5 plus 5, what's their answer? Their answer will be 0, right? They gives the identity. Then these two numbers will be known as inverse of each other. These two numbers will be known as inverse of each other. If you have
Inverse.
a minus 5 plus 4, they gives minus 1. They didn't give the identity. They didn't give the identity. So it means that minus 5 and 4 plus 4 are not the inverse of each other. Okay. If they gives the identity, if two numbers when solved up give the identity number, so it means that numbers are inverse of each other. Okay, here we are getting the additive identity. It means that these numbers are additive inverse of each other. Okay, like minus 7 or plus 7 minus 7 also gives the identity. So it means that these are also inverse of each other. Plus 7 plus 3 gives you 10. They didn't give the identity. It means that these are not the inverse of each other. 7 and 3 plus 7 plus 3 are not the inverse of each other. Fatma, did you understand what is additive inverse?
Wait, can you explain to me like what an inverse is in general? I just want a word like, a word definition
Sorry, words definition. Okay,
of an inverse, yeah.
inverse. Just give me a second. Let me make it like the numbers that. like the terms that become equal to identity while operating them. When we operate them, they gives the identity. So that terms will be known as a inverse of each other. That terms will be known as a, you can also add these words here, that just give me a second. That terms will be known as inverse of each other. Okay, like here 5 minus 5 plus 5, where we operate them, they give 0. It means that they give identity. It means that these two numbers, these two terms are inverse of each other. These two terms are not inverse of each other. Why? Because while operating them, they didn't give the identity. Okay, suppose if you have a 5 minus 4, 5 minus 4, they gives 1. This one is a multiplicative identity, but here we are doing the addition or subtraction. So these are also not the inverse of each other. These are also not the inverse of each other. Why? Because they didn't give the additive identity. Here we are operating the addition. Here we are operating addition. So we have to get additive identity. One is not additive identity. If they give 0, so then they will say that these terms will be known as the inverse of each other. Fatma, did you understand?
Yeah.
While we have a multiplication operation, like times between them, so then there must be, if there must be 1, then we will say that we have a we have these then we will say that these terms are multiplicative inverse of each other. These 5 and minus 5, 5 and minus 5 are additive inverse of each other, because while we adding up, they gives you 0. 5 and minus 5, 5 and minus 5, they give you 0. They give you identity, additive identity. So that's why they will known as additive inverse of each other. We have to add them. We don't have to multiply them. Okay. So
Okay.
while we are checking the multiplicative inverse, you have to multiply them. Like if I want to check 7 and minus 7 are multiplicative inverse of each other. So what we have to do? We have to multiply them. We have to multiply them. So after multiplication, if they give the multiplicative identity, then we will say that these two terms are multiplicative inverse of each other. If they didn't give the multiplicative identity, we will say that these terms are not the multiplicative inverse. Okay, no, from here we can clearly say that these are not multiplicative inverse of each other. Let's check, are they additive inverse of each other? How we can check? You just have to add them. You just have to add them, these two terms, 7 and minus 7. Let's add them. So we have to simplify it. 7 minus 7, they give you 0. They gives the additive identity. While we adding up, if we get additive identity, so that terms will be known as additive inverse of each other. So we will say that 7 and minus 7 are additive inverse of each other. These are not multiplicative inverse of each other, because while multiplying it, we will not get additive identity. Sorry, multiplicative identity. Fatima, did you understand?
Yeah.
Any confusion in this one, in inverse? Did you understand what is inverse?
Yeah. Can you
Okay,
can you tell me like an example for the multiplication?
multiplication. Okay, like if you have, I want to check 7. I want to check 7 and 1 over 7. Are they multiplicative inverse of each other? So what we have to do? We
Yeah.
have to multiply them. Let's multiply them. If we multiply them, so what will be their answer? Their answer will be 1. We got the multiplicative identity. It means that these two terms are multiplicative inverse of each other. But while we adding up, they didn't give the additive identity. So it means that these are not additive inverse of each other. Padma, did you understand?
Okay.
So these are
Yeah.
multiplicative inverse of each other, because while we multiplying them, so they will give uh, multiplicative identity. Maria and Aisha fighting?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Next, we have to discuss for the sets. Same debate for this one. Suppose
Okay.
you have a B as a union identity. What's our union identity? Union identity is B. intersection identity is C. We already discussed in the first lines, means first paragraph. I think you understand this one. If you didn't understand, you can tell me. I will explain in more detail.
No, I get it.
So intersection identity is C, union identity is B, because they clearly mention that while we take a union of any set with B, it gives you the same set. Okay, and while we take intersection of any set with C, it will give you the same set. They given that A union B is equal to A intersection C is equal to A. It means that here B is a union identity, C is a intersection identity. So no, I just operate two sets. I take A union E and they gives the B. They gives the B. It means that while I operate two sets as a union, while I take union of two sets, they gives the union identity. They gives the union identity. So it means that A and E are inverse, like same. Yeah. While I check these two sets, suppose you just have to check A and E are universal inverse or not. Means the inverse in union or not. You just have to check these two sets. These two sets are inverse in union or not. So what we have to do? We have to take their union. We have to take their union. If their union is equal to union identity, so then we will say that these two sets are inverse of each other. Fatma, did you understand? The same debate like this one.
Okay.
Did you understand or
So
not?
the same debate for addition.
Like addition, yes. Like here we
Mm,
have a 7 and -7. We have to check, are they additive inverse of each other? So what we have to do? You just have to add them, right? Because we have to check
yeah.
additive inverse. While we have to check additive inverse, you have to do addition. While we have to check multiplicative inverse, you have to do multiplication. If their answer is like while we are checking the additive inverse, you have to add them and check, did we get the additive identity? So if we get the additive identity, we will clear that these terms are inverse of each other. Am I right? We understand this thing here. So if I want to check the are 7 and -7 are additive inverse or not. So what we have to do? We have to add them, right? If they gives the additive identity, so we will say that these terms are additive inverse of each other. Same debate for union. So here I have two set A and E. I have to check, are they inverse of each other in union? Are they inverse
Well,
of
how
each
about
other in union? So what we have to do? Yes, please.
how do you like? So what if E isn't given to you? Then how would you find out that there's an E?
There this is given in this question, means they just given that. This one is a given. This one is a
Oh,
given.
okay.
So we have to just say that is E is a inverse of A or not? We have to tell them, are they inverse of each other or not? Yes,
Yeah,
they are inverse. Why? Because their union
because
operation is equal to union identity.
yeah.
Okay.
Wait, so is the universal like thing with A union B always A?
No, no, not always. Not always. This one is not always. They
Oh.
just given that in this situation, in this question. Suppose you have a question in which A union
Oh,
B is
okay.
equal to A. This one is not always happen. This one is just given for this question. So in this question, we just have to tell that is B is a union identity? Yes, B is a union identity because it brings no change in this situation. They given that this one, this statement is given.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
this one is also given. In this statement, in first part, we just have to tell them, is B is identity or not? Yes, B is identity. Why? Because they given that while we operate B with any other set, like union, we take the union with B, it gives the same set. It brings no change. They given that it will bring no change with A. So it means that B will be known as identity, union identity. Okay. So in next statement, they clearly given that while we taking the union of A and E, it will be equal to B. This one is given in the question, means these are equal. While we taking the union of A and E, it will be equal to B. Okay. So it means that while we taking the union of these two sets, we get the union identity. So it means that these are following the inverse properties. Inverse, what's the inverse properties? There are two properties for inverse to check out. Firstly, you just have to operate them according to the given condition. Like if you are checking for addition, you have to add them. You have to operate them according to the given operation. If you are checking for addition, you have to add them. If you are checking for multiplication, you just have to multiply them. If you are checking for union, you just have to take a union between them. If you are checking for an intersection, you have to take intersection between them. Okay, so here we take the union because we are checking for union. So if they gives the union identity after taking the union, so then they will be known as a inverse of each other for union. Fatima, did you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, same debate for the intersection. Here they given that A intersection C equal to A, so it means that C will be our intersection identity, right? So while we operate A with F, we get C. This one is given. This one is given in the question. So we have to make a
Okay.
statement from this given value. Is F is the intersection, sorry, inverse of A or not? Yes, F
Yeah, it
will be
is.
the inverse. Why? Because while we take the intersection with other set, uh, with A, it gives the intersection identity. So it means that A and
Okay.
F are inverse of each other in intersection. So that's the thing they are explaining here. Okay, from here you just have to take a concept of what is the identity, what is the inverse. I think there will be no problem for you. Will be no confusion for you, like how much I explain. If you have still have any confusion, you can tell me. What is
Okay.
identity? Identity is a term, is a thing that brings no change while we are operating it. Like zero will bring change while we are multiplying it with any other number. So it means that zero is not a multiplicative identity. Okay. So zero is a additive identity. So while we are checking additive identity, you have to add them. While we are checking
Okay.
multiplicative identity, you have to multiply them. And same way for the inverse. Here we just discussed two things, identity and inverse. For different operations, addition, multiplication, union, intersection, like this. Okay, and let's see the properties of, summarize the properties of the set operation, union and intersection. Okay, let's see the practice, what we have in the practice. For the Venn diagram, describe the characteristics of only whales, of only fish, and those of both whales and fish. Explain how the diagram has helped you with your description and whether a different form could be more useful. Okay, for the Venn diagram, describe the characteristics of only whales. Only whales. What the properties of whales? Means you just have to tell the properties of whales only. So in whales, whales can live in water. Whales have fins. Can swim, live births, breathe air. Okay, so these are the
Okay.
properties only whales. Okay, explain. Okay, we just did this one. Only whales. We describe the characteristics or the properties of only whales. After that, you just have to describe the properties of only fish. Only fish
Um.
live in water, have fins, can swim, lay eggs, have scales, breathe water.
Okay.
These are the only properties, only characteristics of fish. Okay. After that, you just have to, and those of both whales and fish. You just have to describe only that characteristics that are common in whales and fish, both in whales and fish. So these are only the properties that are common in whales and fish. These properties are in both whales and fish. Means they live in water, have fins, can swim. Okay. Fatima, did you understand the
Okay.
first question?
Yeah.
Okay. In question number two, or explain how the diagram has helped you with your descriptions and whether a different form could be more useful. Okay, just leave this one because here we just have to give our suggestions. So you can uh, give like because it's very clear in explanation. Or means or the diagram has helped you with your descriptions. Means we can clearly see what's the characteristics of whales and fish. It's very clear from the Venn diagram. Whether a different form could be more useful. Other form like tabular form may be more useful because from that we can clearly say that in which no, this one is very more very useful because here we have a common points also. If we take in tabular form, so we have to write intersection like whales. Suppose whales, in whale set we have to write live, birth, all the properties we have to write in whales, and then you have to write the you have to make a set for fish in which you just have to write all the properties of fish only, and then you have to take an intersection of whale and fish. That will be a separate part. It means that we have to, this one is a best explanation method. This form is best. Okay, no, there will
Okay.
be no any other form that be more useful. You just have to write this. Okay, in B part, what we have to do below is a table describing some characteristics of whales, fish, and shrimp. Create a Venn diagram that illustrate these characteristics. Make sure to choose an appropriate universal set. Okay, can you do this one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Um,
you just have to
I
firstly,
create a Venn diagram.
yes. Okay, if you want to draw on your notebook, you just have to draw.
Okay, cool.
But how can I check your notebook? Okay, it's okay. I will also, I already told you that I want PTM. So on Thursday, okay? Not Thursday,
Okay, yeah.
sorry, on Friday. Basically, I just want to know about the classes. How are the classes going? Means, are you satisfied or are your parents are satisfied or not? Still, I'm not satisfied because before the classes, in before classes, we don't have the book. You didn't share the content, so that's why we didn't follow the exact book. So that's why I'm not satisfied. But okay, no, it's okay. No, we are going in right direction. Okay, firstly, you just have to make this diagram on your notebook. I'm making here. After that, you just have to verify.
Okay.
Inform me when you're done.
Okay. I'm done.
Okay. Just give me a minute. Did you got the same answer?
Uh, yeah.
Okay, this one is very easy, I think. Okay, next, second part. Explain whether the table form or the Venn diagram form is best to illustrate the given information. So which one is best? Table or
I
Venn?
think I think the Venn diagram.
Yes, Venn diagram is best. Okay, next question number 2, in which we have in a year group of 50 students, 18 are enrolled in music, 26 in art, and 2 in both music and art. This one is very hard. By drawing a Venn diagram, determine how many students are not enrolled in either music or art. Okay, so there are, you just have to use mind here, be focused here. In a year of group, in a year group of 50 students, how many students in total? 50 students, okay.
50.
18 are enrolled in music. 18 are enrolled in music, 26 are in art, and 2 in both music and art. By drawing a Venn diagram, determine how many students are not enrolled in either music or not in art. Okay, let me explain here. Let me make a diagram here. After that, I will explain. Just give me a second. Just remember that in total, how many students we have?
50.
Suppose this one is music. This one is a art diagram, art set. In music, we have 18 enrollments in total. Okay, in total, 18 are in music and 26 are here. 18 are here. If we take like this, so this one is a there will be a mistake. What's the mistake? What's the mistake here we have? Like doing this, it means that in music we don't have a 18. It's represent 20. It means that here we have to mark 16 and this
Okay.
one will be 24. Same debate for arts. So no, it's correct. If we just consider only A, if we just consider only A, so it means that in arts we have a 26 student and in music we have 18 students, right? So, but are they making the total 50?
No.
No, it will be 52. It means that here again we have a contradiction. Here again we have a contradiction. So it means that here we have to make total 18. Here we have to total make 26 and in total we have to make 50. So A intersection M. Okay, let's do mathematically here. A intersection M is equal to 2. Okay, number of A intersection M. And A intersection M is equal to 2. M is equal to 18. A is equal to 26. And we have to find the complement of A intersection M. That we have to find. Means the students not in arts, not in music. Not in arts, not in music. So it means that we have to find complement of A intersection, not A intersection me. M means A union M, sorry. We have to find the complement of A union M. A union M. Just give me a second, let me check it out. So, what happened? A union M complement. So there are 26 in. So how many in total A union M? In A union M, there will be 26, 32, 42. 42 in A union M, and 8 students will be in A union M complement. How can I say that? Look,
Oh,
why there will be 42 students in A union M, means both in art and music.
yeah.
Look, in art and music, you just have to notice this one. How many students in total in art
50.
and music? No,
Oh, 42.
42. It's 42. So it means that there are 8 students in, not in music, not in art. Fatman, did you understand?
Yeah.
So that's so easy, I think. You just have to make this statement. That will be a difficult, not a difficult, you just have to understand. If you take 2 here and 18 here, so that will be total 20 students in music. You don't have to make 20 students in music. You have to make 18 students. You don't have to contradict the conditions. Okay. You just have to consider the conditions, and you don't have to cross any conditions. You just have to check are the all the conditions are fulfilled or not. So you from by choosing this condition, by this position, it fulfills the all condition. Means the total students are 50, in music students are 18, in art students are 26, in both music and art there are 2 students. So it means that here we have 8 students that are not in music, not in art. So its answer will be 8. Padma, did you understand? Any confusion in this question?
No.
Okay, let's move on to the question number
Actually,
2.
no, I do, I do, I do.
Yes, please.
Can you explain to me like how to do like this way?
In this way, look, oh yes,
Yeah.
42. How I get 42? Look, in M, we have 18 students. Means you just have to consider there are 18 elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to so on, 18. And in A, we have a 26 elements. 1, 2, and 19, 20. There are two elements are common in M and A. They are already given that. It means that one, suppose I just take two elements, 1 and 2, that are also present in M and that are also present in A. But other elements of A are different from M. There is not other than two elements. There is not a single element match with them. Padma, did you understand this point?
Yeah.
20, 21, 23. So these are the elements up to, means total are 26. So if we find, if we want to find the union of A and M, so what we have to do, you just have to write this 18 firstly, then you have to write the elements of A. But we will not write this 1 and 2 again. We will not write this 1 and 2 again. Why? Because this one is already written from them. So it means that from here we have to write 24 more words, 24 more elements. 18 from this one, 24 from this one. The two elements that are repeated in A, we will not repeat in the union. Did you understand my point? So that's why
Yeah.
18 plus 24 become 42. So it means that in their complement, in its complement, there will be eight elements that are not present in A union M, because the total are 50. So it means that the remaining 8 will be in the complement. So any confusion?
No.
Okay, let's move on to the question number 3. That will be our last question. After that, we will end the class. Okay.
Oh, okay.
In a school of 350 students, 75 are involved in similar questions. Here we have like question number 2. In a school of 350 students, total students are 350. 75 are involved in community service projects, 205 in athletics, and 62 are involved in both. Okay. By drawing a Venn diagram, determine how many students are involved in either one or these two activities. Okay. Let's make a diagram firstly. We have two sets, again overlapping sets. Okay. First is total students 35. In community service, the students involved in community service. In athletes, athletics, there are 62 students are enrolled in both. Okay, here it means that we have a 62. 62 students are involved in both athletics and community services. So in athletics, how are total students? Total students 205. From 205, we already take 62. So it means that how many more students in athletics that perform in only in athletics, take part in involved in only in athletics. It means that that will be 50. So 50 and then more 10, it will be 42, 43. Sorry, 143. This means that here we have 143. So in total, athletics are 205, from which 143 are performed only in athletics, are involved in only in athletics. 62 are in athletics and also in community services. So it means that here we have a 13. That's the students that only involved in community services. Fatma, did you understand until this step?
Yeah.
Okay, after that, what we have to find? By drawing a Venn diagram, determine how many students are involved in either one of these two activities. How many students? So it means that there are, you just have to find the union, A union C. This one is not hard work here. You just have to find a student that is involved in either one activities, either in community service, either in athletics. This one is involved in both. So this one is also taken. So it means
Yeah.
that in the total students that are involved in either in one activity, that are 205 and 75, that will be 280. Okay, Fatma, did you understand? Our answer will be
Yeah.
280. So 280 students are involved in some activities, in one activity, maybe in one, maybe in two. It's not matter. They just ask that either in one activities, but 70 students are not involved in either, not in any activity. 70 students are not involved in any activity. Okay, neither in community service nor in athletics, because
Okay.
there are total 350 students. So any confusion in this one?
No.
Okay, as I already told you that this one is our last question, so I have to end this class, but we have a time still. We have a time, we can do question number 4. So it's your homework. Okay, instead of
Okay.
doing homework, we have to complete here. Okay, just let's end the class. We will do tomorrow. Oh, we do only few questions today. Okay, what we learned today? We just learned how we can convert the data, table data into Venn diagram, or word data into Venn diagram. Okay, how we can draw the Venn diagram according to the given condition. You just learn these things today, right? And we also revise the identity. What is the identity? What is a inverse of a set if the identity is given like that? So you just have to remember these points. Question number 9, question number 4, you just have to solve this one at your home. Okay, if you feel any difficulty, we will discuss in next class on Friday. Okay,
Okay.
so any question about this class?
No.
Okay, take care,
No.
then goodbye.
Goodbye.